the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jared Dudley.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Booker. Power down with both hands.
Needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Kicks it out to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 20 points for James Harden.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And stolen by Booker. Bell against Beal. In the corner, it's Brewer. Shoots it up. And the rebound goes to Nene.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team. Leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Nene, the screen. Hardaway kicks to Nene. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Nene's got 4 this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
The pass to Booker. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Hardaway. Morris a screen. Hardaway kicks to Morris.
That's a walk.
He's got 13. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Brewer. Hits the 3 from the wing. Brewer's got 8 points.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
Wall passes to Beal. He dishes it to Hardaway. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
How about the rhythm they got into offensively there? That no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to play.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control. Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Here's Wall. Drains the 19-footer. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked the once.
Brewer off target from 3-point range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bell against Wall. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wall's got 11. Already. Rockets ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after this. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The making a switch. Bell's checked in. And then for Washington, Arthur's checked in. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Jackson. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Oubre, Tony Roten out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Arthur in at the center filling out the middle. Kept alive, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Here's Cannon, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition. In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Over in the corner, Decker makes it off the glass. Decker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
This is the Bell. Over to the left wing. Bass with the screen. Here's Cannon. Passes it to Bass. He got right to the cup using that screen.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Beal dishes to Arthur, and the layup is good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Houston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Stolen away. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Here's Harrell, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Roten kicks to Arthur. Outside for Beal. Pass to Kay. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And he knocks down the first pass. So for the Rockets, Booker comes in for Harrell. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Isaiah Cannon. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Washington. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Bradley Beal. To the inside, here's Bass, and he gets it to go.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And looking at the arc of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year, so this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series against the Wizards.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Freak. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Nene, he's checked in for Washington. Dudley comes in for Oubre. Baseline jumper. The shot is off, and it's Washington the other way. Roten with it, out defended by Freak. High post try, good.
Tony Roten.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Tony Roten. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Rockets. Free.
The first one falls. And so Bell nails both of them. Roten with it. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, here's Nene. It's rebounded by Houston. Kicks it to Decker. Back to Bell. The three. The shot will not go. So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, first off, James, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast.
Hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. Hit on my left. The sweat ran off my skin.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Houston Rockets. Houston has to feel pretty happy about their recent play. What a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be a low.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Yeah, an effort, to your point, really not the issue. But you do have to wonder whether or not they have the right pieces to the puzzle, or at least have them in the right places. So some adjustments are going to have to be made, and I think that's going to be the challenge for this coaching staff.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Bell, he's in at point guard. Howard is out there with Booker. Then there's Brewer. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Here is Bell after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Bell passes to Booker. Got a hand on it. Here's Oladipo. And so he earns a trip to the line.
To back off and give him the layup, I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden kicks to Howard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
It's stolen by Bell. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Floats one up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he can't hit the second. Brewer, and finally they hit one. Brewer's got his first bucket in this one.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
They set the screen to the middle. Here's Childress. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Oh, that is just weak defense.
Greek throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Pass to Howard. Here's Harden. Great look there, but off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Vucevic, a screen on Harden. Here's Oladipo. And he can't bank that one in.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a... That athletic.
Yeah.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Washington.
What a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carry the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
And Freak throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And now it's a double-digit lead. Booker's got his first points of the night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Brandon Bass is checked in for Booker. Decker comes in for Corey Brewer. And it's Chalmers in for James Harden. Here's Azania. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Howard, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Now here's Peyton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Down low, shot to stop the run, off the left rim and out. Houston leading by 12. From 12 feet out, and it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Bell.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
It's stolen by Bell. The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. And good on the basket. Book it. Chalmers has got his second bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Bell. Houston with a big group substitution here. Booker, he's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Decker. James Harden, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And it's Bell in for Patrick Beverly. Taking a look at the Rockets. Bell in at point guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Corey Brewer. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Harden in a 2-guard. The Magic trail by 16. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oladipo for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He ended with 19 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Vucevic, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, oh boy, to see Young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Orlando, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. One-on-one fast break. And a wide open look for Freak. And another three for Houston.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
It's stolen by Bell. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's Booker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Orlando. Howard for Houston. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Brewer. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The feed to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And for 3, Bell. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Payton against Bell. And here is Payton. The dish now to Vucevic from 12 feet out. Can't get it to go. A dominating.
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if you give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm trying to keep the ball moving.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
All right, Dort.
Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age to keep the mic hot? Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo, and it's Vucevic, then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Childress in at the 4 slot. This is out there for Orlando.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Payton against Bell. Payton drives in. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one. Payton against Bell. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
The Magic shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Payton outside. Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Off the pick. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now beat it before I pull his teeth.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Peyton. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And Freak throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Peyton against Bell. Over to the wing. There's Azania. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Vucevic a screen on Bell. Pass to Childress. Feeds it to Vucevic this quarter. Here is Bell. 23 points in the game. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
The pass to Peyton. Picked by Vucevic to the middle. And he banks in the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bell with he's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Brewer, good.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
I call it the seesaw syndrome. Maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace a guru? Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that. What you trying to rap now? Yeah, yo, we just living in the studios, doing our thing. Okay. Bugging out,
For the Rockets, Brandon Bass is checked in for Trevor Booker. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Now he's in at the point. Decker is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Harrell in at the 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Orlando with the ball after the Rockets pick up 3. Outside Gordon. Azili dishes to Snell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, here is Bell. Pass to Bass. Now, Decker. He feeds it to Bell. And another 3 for Houston.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Here's Decker. And, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Snell, the pass to Gordon. Plan a screen. Here's Childress, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Kicks it to Snell. Just 5 to shoot. The 11-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach.
Cannon dishes to Decker. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Magic making a switch here. Morrison's checked in. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Len with a screen on Bell. Cross passes to Len. He kicks to Snell. Len a screen. Snell, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
It's stolen by Bell. And here we go. Bell into the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Decker with the rebound.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Bell dishes to Harrell. Houston moving it around. And Bass kicks to Decker. Clock at 6. From deep. Shot is off. And Orlando the other way now. To the paint. Here's Snell. Soft touch off the glass.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here's Cross. Here's Len. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now, here is Bell. D right on him. It's stolen by Tacumbo.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
They simply refuse to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Magic.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Snell, the pass to Cross. Outside, out of the Kumbo. That's a 2 from Snell. Rebounded by Bell.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Tries it from 9. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Onda Tacumbo kicks to Snell. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Bell, that's a 2-point. Misses the shot. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit, but the parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 4. Yeah. I realize this.